Cosplay, dressing up as one of your favorite characters. It can be from any sort of platform, whether it be books, movies, anime, manga, anything like that. And kind of just turning yourself into somebody else that maybe you look up to or maybe you just admire or like, and then becoming that person for a day, for however long, taking photos as them, and kind of just stepping out of your life for a moment to be somebody else. I started really young, and I've been cosplaying since I was in my early teens, so about 5 years now. I actually discovered it through TV. I was living in the middle of nowhere in Michigan, so we weren't exposed to that kind of stuff. The show Heroes of Cosplay came on, and even though that's kind of a controversial thing now, it opened kind of the world to me because I had already been doing makeup and stuff like that. I just never had like a label for it. I went through a series of cosplay names early on. KroftKat is primarily from one of my favorite brands, My Chemical Romance. He had a helmet called Mouse Cat, so I took the cat from that. And then they had a song called Masters of Ravencroft, so I kind of just combined those. So it's like KroftKat. My first ever cosplay, like officially, was Grell Sutcliff from Black Butler. I still love that cosplay now. I kind of went all out on it for my first cosplay, so I'm pretty proud of my first cosplay. My parents were kind of like hesitant about it early on, but I was young, so they kind of just let it happen. And then as it developed over time, they kind of just became accepting of it. They saw how much I loved it, kind of a stress relief, so it kind of changed things for me. I've met and talked to a ton of people. I honestly couldn't put a number on it. I've made so many friends through cosplay, so many people that I can relate to, and I don't know, it's been great. I do a little bit of both. I think it's good to support cosplay stores, or if you have an easy cosplay you just want to buy instead of making. But also a really big part of cosplay is the fun of making a costume, so kind of dabble in a bit of both. Definitely armor making. It does sound like the most difficult, but I found that it's kind of just easier for me. It is a little more pricey than the other two, but I have more fun making armor. It's fun. I have done a couple of contests. I never like went in like, oh man, I want to win. I kind of just did it for the experience, just to go on stage, showcase your costume. It was a pretty good experience. I mainly do girls now. I used to do both, but kind of just over time I wanted to do it's a simplistic character, like simplistic characters with like a wide background or a big background. Worst cosplay horror story. I think that, it was at a convention in Michigan. We were in the capital of Michigan, which was Lansing. It was the second day of a con they had there. We were trying to find parking, and we ended up getting stuck in all these one-way streets. And then we ended up getting in a car wreck. I was dressed as Pikachu in a Pikachu onesie. You just see us standing on the side of the road. We're just like, ah. We still made it to the convention, but it was kind of a bummer after that. But I was like, oh my gosh.
That's rough.
It was wild. Funniest cosplay story. Probably it wasn't too long ago. I was Widowmaker to a convention, and I got invited on an Overwatch panel. And then the panel carried on, and it just kind of got wild. Everybody knew the fandom, so they made the jokes, and it was hilarious. Best in character, I did Yuno Gasai from Future Diary a lot. And then I'd kind of have like the little prop weapons and go after people, and I'd have my Yuki cosplayer with me. So it was probably just being Yuno around people in a convention and like spooking them. I think both are fun. It's really fun to cosplay in a group. More people notice you that way. You have people around you to take good photos with, but it's also fun to cosplay an individual character, especially like bigger like armored characters. It's super fun to cosplay. My dream cosplay, I want to do a full armor costume of Tyrande Whisperwind from World of Warcraft. I have attempted it, but she has like bigger armor. I want to go take that step up to that big armor. Just being dedicated to your work. Your skills with cosplay, costume making, makeup will develop over time. Becoming pro is mainly just dedicating yourself, there is sort of like a difference between a hobby and becoming like more professional in the world of cosplay. So it's kind of like that thin line that you cross between giving up more of your time to cosplay. Hot glue gun, just a hot glue gun, a large one with large hot glue sticks. Hot glue fixes everything. Love my hot glue. Definitely just go for it. It is kind of scary to dress up as somebody and you're going to be maybe on your own first if you don't have friends in the community. But just go for it. Don't rush into it necessarily, but kind of just do it and be confident in it, and people will surround you and they'll tell that you're doing it for a genuine reason, and you'll like fall into the community perfectly and it'll be great. Hey, I'm Jessica, aka KroftKat. I'm a cosplayer for 5 years, Vegas based, and yeah.